My daughter Kathleen, in a couple of days, it'll be 5 years ago, she was in a car accident. She had no broken bones, no lacerations. It was just the brain was shaken on impact, and she was in a coma for 6 weeks and went through a year of rehabilitation, and it has helped some, but she has permanent brain damage. It's not always obvious. There's so many people that when you talk to them in the beginning, you just can't notice that there's anything wrong. And it's when you see that they can't function normally, you realize that there's something wrong.
My mom works at my mom.
She went to a nursing home. After about 60 days, they told me that I would have to start looking for a better placement for her because it wasn't appropriate.
Back in the 80s, we were just beginning to do the kind of research that would show that people do benefit from cognitive rehabilitation, that they can get a lot better with appropriate care when the funding strings were cut. And pretty much during the 90s, not very much at all happened with brain injury. Now, because of the focus on brain injury with the returning veterans, there is some money going into research for the military service members. And what they are finding is that with adequate rehabilitation that's not driven by the insurance companies but are driven by clinicians who can decide how much physical therapy or speech therapy a person needs, that folks are getting better quicker and they're having a more complete recovery.
The unfortunate thing about TBI survivors is a lot of them, before they find facilities such as ours and the ones across the state, they have been placed in nursing homes, and they could be placed in nursing home as young as 18 years old. And sometimes I get kind of emotional thinking about it because I've experienced it. And when you hear the stories and the combination of the stories, and you hear it so much that the support system is looking for hope, and they feel like they're lost, and you have all the knowledge and you know all the right things, but you can't help because your hands are tied. That's the thing that personally kills me, and a lot of my colleagues, I think it kills them.
She has physical limitations. It's kind of like she had a stroke. She has limited movement of one arm. She has some movement and coordination with the one hand, but has limited movement of the arm. She has severe short-term memory deficits. Some of it never comes back, but I think there needs to be more research just to see what would help there.
And this, every day I pray for God, help me alive again.
There needs to be research, I think, on what can be done to help heal the brain. I don't know how much money goes into that.
If I go back to the nursing home, I don't know, completely destroyed. It's old people and don't think about it.